Do y'all remember in like 2020, 2021, when the US Monat girls were like so unhinged and just saying like the most out of pocket, ridiculous stuff on the social media? Well, guess what? They're still doing it. But the Australian shampoo girlies, oh my God. Oh my God. It's amazing. It's what my dreams are made of. Obviously, I don't want anyone to be in a cult. I don't want anyone to be scammed, but like, it's so entertaining to me that these people are such idiots. Arnar. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chelsea. You know that, I know that, these bitches know that. And I'm just a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. And as we all know, I have so many opinions about the multi-level marketing industry in general, the multi-level marketing company Monat, and all of these gals, all these broads in this company who consistently spread false information. Like, is it misinformation or is it disinformation? Because there's a difference. Like, they gotta know it's wrong. I guess it's different when you're brainwashed, right? Before we get too far into this video, let's go ahead and take a moment to talk about the sponsor of this video, which is PDS Debt. Are you feeling buried under credit card bills, personal loans, or medical debt? Sometimes it can feel like your money is working harder for your lenders instead of you, but it doesn't have to be that way. PDS Debt does more than just help you manage your debt. They empower you to take control. Using their platform, they go beyond the numbers to understand your unique financial situation, and they craft a personalized plan designed just for you. So no more cookie cutter solutions, just a clear path to financial freedom to fit your lifestyle. And here's the absolute best part. There's no minimum credit score required. So whether your credit is bad or fair, they're here to help you save more, pay off your debt faster, and start putting money back where it belongs. In your savings account. I know personally one of my goals this year is to completely get out of like all debt, other than like my car and my house. That's normal. But I want to get every single little thing paid off. All the like the random bills that I have on my desk paid off. And then that way I can put, you know, that money that I am putting towards those things, towards like a trip or meeting up with Sherilyn or just me and Tony going somewhere, who knows, but I can put it towards things that I actually want to. Getting started is so easy. Go to pdsdebt.com/Suarez to complete your free debt assessment and see what options are available to you. Every day you wait, it's costing you money. So get started today with your debt-free analysis. It only takes 30 seconds at pdsdebt.com/Suarez. That's pdsdebt.com/SUAREZ. You should know how to spell my last name by now, girl. pds.com/Suarez to take that control back. So y'all really seems to just love the last video that I did on one of the Monat girly pops. What is her name? Alira Coles. Sounds like a beverage. Well, she's crazy, in my opinion, and just, you know, not great. However, she has previously talked about how she, you know, is bringing people up and like the trainings that she does are like so high level. So we have a little clip from one of those. And then I also want to showcase some other gems of Monat Australian broads. So first and foremost, here we have, we're just going to call her Allie because I don't know how to pronounce her name and she'll get mad at me no matter what. So it's fine. But let's go ahead and watch one of these little trainings that she has done all about energetic transmission.
Badass babes that just want to do the business with me, that are very aligned and just have that frequency of just, let's just fucking get it. And that's working with your avatar. It's not woo-woo, it's quantum physics.
Hey. That's a whole lot of words just to say, I'm looking to recruit people who have good energy, or, I mean, in my opinion, people that I can easily manipulate and who will recruit more people so that I can either maintain my rank or rank up, which doesn't seem to be happening over on that hemisphere of the earth. I'd say like, oh, embarrassing, but like, no, that's good. I don't want y'all to rank up. I don't want you to recruit more people into this scam. You're hurting people. Stop it. Now on this slide, let's see just the transformative high level information she's putting out there. Because I mean, really that first sentence in general is amazing. It means so much and totally isn't just a bunch of fluff words that doesn't make any fucking sense. So does not get better on this slide. So it says, we are energetic beings. Why is being spelled like that? We run off resonance, connection, and transmission. I know this sounds like super just dumb, this bit also what I'm about to say. Ma'am, Alira, you can't just put a bunch of words together and think it is a sentence. This isn't how language works. Remember that the emotion we convey is motion, energy in motion. Energy in motion? Okay, go off Aristotle. What are you doing? You're recruiting people to sell shampoo and also recruiting them to recruit more people to do the same. This doesn't need to be philosophy. It is extremely important to dial into your energy each day to remain brainwashed before we show up online and anchor into the frequency which we wish to attract. It's not woo-woo, it's quantum physics. Girl, you went from Aristotle to like Neil deGrasse Tyson. No, it's not quantum physics. Quantum physics, more like quantum mania, am I right?
So the conclusion of this is your avatar is hello to the world. It is a signal of who you are, why you're here, what you encompass, and what your mission statement is. And like I said earlier on, your avatar is not fixed. I encourage you, I truly, deeply encourage you, do not hold on to the person you are right now thinking that that has to stay. I encourage you to remain open and fluid and open to change.
See, that shit pisses me off. Like, listen, I know you're probably thinking I'm going to be making a James Cameron Avatar joke, but there you go. It's annoying because she's saying like who you are, like at your core values and sense of self, like that makes up a person, as we learned about in Inside Out and Inside Out 2, right? But it's wild that she's literally saying like your avatar is like that, right? Your sense of self, your core beliefs and all that, which I disagree, but whatever. Semantics, potato, right? Exactly, you get it. But I feel like the way she's speaking, if we were to like translate it from like cult speak to like not cult speak, I really do feel like she's saying like, oh, who you are right now doesn't have to be who you really are, who you're going to become. Like you need to like be fluid and be able to change and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why? Why do people need to be able to change, or why should they change when all they're doing, hopefully not, but it seems like you already got them. All they're doing is signing up for a multi-level marketing company to make it super black and white, to strip it all away. They have joined a company as a salesperson, as a 1099 contracted salesperson to sell shampoo. And again, recruit people to do the same, to sell a product and a false opportunity. Why do they need to change who they are? Doesn't make any sense. Why do they need to change their sense of self? But of course, we already know these are rhetorical questions. Because like, girl, we already know that, in my opinion, and most of y'all's opinions, it's because they want you to change. They want you to become more culty, and it's all about duplication, and they want you to believe what they believe. That makes it easier for them to control you. Love it.
Why is she here, and how will she be received when connecting online? That is the premises of an avatar. An avatar is, not these cool little things that they put here on Instagram.
Listen, Alira, I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong again. I don't care. Oh, well, I'm not meaning it in a disrespectful way. I'm meaning everything else I say in a disrespectful way, though. That's for damn sure. But I disagree, girlfriend. And so would James Cameron, because that's not the premise of Avatar. It's about colonization. Thank you. It's Pocahontas, basically. Think about it. Now, I also do have a Zoom call that she did with her upline, or like for her upline, basically. Like she was a guest speaker, and it's all about choosing your avatar. I want to save that for another video though. So let me know what you think. Let me know. Because we need to go on to this one lady who, her name's Caitlin, with a Y, of course. I'm freezing in my office right now. I need to open. Listen, I don't need you to judge me. I'm cold. Okay. Yeah, I live in Florida. And now, like I said, there's this lady, Caitlin, and she, again, just makes me keep thinking like, what the hell's going on down there? Literally, what are y'all doing down there? And also quickly, I do want to thank the Instagram account, MLM Unmasked. They are amazing. They are really putting this shit on blast. And I believe they're from Australia too. And she just has her foot staying on their necks. It's amazing. So a lot of these things like she's sent me, and I just really appreciate her. So if you want more content of just like, bitch, the fuck are they saying? What? Like, what is going on down there? That's crazy. Then definitely go follow them. Love them so much. They're great. And do be aware, they are pretty spicy. They're very, very spicy. But do be aware, they are pretty like snarky. Girl, like snarkier than me, which is a wild, wild thing to say. Oh, girl, get cozy. Let's get back into this money bullshit. Like, I'm ready. I'm excited. I've been away for a second, okay? Away from MLM content and not doing it as much. But like, I'm back, ladies. I'm here. So this woman, MLM Unmasked, has been posting about her a lot. And let me just show you this. Like, I don't want to say she's like Ash Trevino level bad mom, but because it's a spectrum for sure. But it's wild that these women are the same types of people who will be like, oh, I'm low tox, or like, oh, unschooling. Like, I'm going to protect the kids. Like, libraries and drag queens are going to make your kids gay. Ma'am, no one likes your kids. Okay. Most people generally only like their own kids. Calm down. There are creeps out there, but like, Becky, it's not the gays, okay? It's the other men dressing up in other costumes, okay? Not drag queens, obviously. I'm talking about clergy people. Anyways, so these same types of people are like, save the kids. Oh, we have to protect our kids, blah, blah, blah. And like, oh, low toxin. They can't eat a dino nugget. Feed your kid a Hot Pocket, okay? Calm down. But then these same people will drive around in a car with their infant. Guess what, girl? Guess what? If they even get an offender bender, I don't even want to say what I was about to say because I don't want that energy out in the world. But can you imagine going over a speed bump or just driving in general? Cars moving, the baby's head's just looking like me on that one roller coaster at Universal, the Hulk one. You're just banging your head against the side. Like, you're gonna give your kid brain damage. What are you doing? Oh, but God forbid, low tox. And I have a filler appointment in a day, but I can't. I mean, she hasn't gotten lip filler. Clearly, it doesn't look like it. No offense to her, it just doesn't look like she has. But like, oh, I can't. I have to save my kid and blah blah blah. And it's like, you are quite literally endangering your child's life and being extremely irresponsible. Like, what the how have you not been chased off the internet, you absolute goblin? Now again, I don't know, it goes on down under and it might be crazy down there. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what happens down there, but like, I assume that that's not allowed down there. But hey, I don't want to just be spreading misinformation or anything like that without, actually just Googling it real quick. So let's look up car seat requirements, Australia. In Australia, children under the age of 7 must be in an appropriate child seat, with babies up to 6 months old required to be in a rear-facing car seat. Children between 6 months and 4 years old needing either a rear or forward-facing seat in a harness, and children 4 to 7 years old needing a forward-facing seat with harness or a booster seat. Okay, 0 to 6 months is age-based requirements, which realistically, it's not age, it's the size of you, but still. So 0 to 6 months, rear-facing car seat. 6 months to 4 years, rear-facing or forward-facing with a harness. Listen, that baby might be 6 months or older, but that is not an appropriate car seat, and having them not even properly restrained. 1, lazy parenting. 2, you're putting it on the internet. You're clearly not understanding like the dangers of that. Holy shit. I do have some trauma from when I was little and I was not wearing my seatbelt because, listen, youngest of 4, I'm lucky to even be alive right now, okay? They didn't even teach me how to ride a bike. Nope. My husband taught me how to ride a bike like 4 years ago, and I'm still scared of it. Anyways, so I reached out to an expert on the subject. And like I said, every country, whatever, has different regulations and requirements and stuff like that. However, when it comes to literal child safety, like there's just like right and wrong, and clearly this is fucking wrong. Even if it's like, oh, well, legally here, you're allowed to like have them front facing. And it's like, okay, but that's not the appropriate car seat, you dummy, like still. And then also just like clearly seeing nothing wrong with it. And then just putting that on the internet, which like, it doesn't make it better if she doesn't put it on the internet. Wild. So I've reached out to the resident expert on the matter, Jamie Grayson, the car seat guy. And Jamie is a CPST and baby gear expert. He's amazing. Please go follow his social medias, his channel, whatever, his content. He's honestly just the fucking sweetest. When I was asking him about a certain car seat or crib or something, I either had just given birth or I'm pretty sure I was like newly postpartum. And he's like, oh my gosh, yeah, like here, do you want me to like FaceTime with you? And I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Like what? I don't remember if we did. I blocked out. Okay. That was a tough time for me. But he's amazing. And I messaged him about this and like sent him the same screenshot and asked for him to like give a statement, whatever. So if we were able to get that in time, here that is. Either way, this girl is super annoying. I can't stand her, but this is just kind of an idea of what we're dealing with here.
I'm feeling like a new season is coming. It's not something like a new season on Instagram for me. It's not something that it's not something that I was like, had on my heart to do. It's more something that feel like I've been led into and almost forced to do because it's more something that kind of my hand has been pushed to do because there are just...
So this is insufferable. This is the type of shit that they talk about all the time. And it's just like, something's coming. It's happening. I'm feeling pushed to do blah, 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 blah. And it's like, girl, give it up, Nancy. Come on. However, she doesn't have me blocked on Instagram. Can we just appreciate this hot ass maternity picture of her? Like, goddamn, Caitlin, you had no right. That's amazing. And y'all are probably like, bitch, it looks just like yours. Yes, it does. It's obviously why I love it so much, but not why, but like the vibe of it. Oh my God. It's just so like, oh, so beautiful. And hey, two things, multiple things, a billion things can be true at once. This person can be, you know, a shitty person in a commercial cult who relies on reportedly, apparently, allegedly lying, misleading, fear-mongering, faith manipulation, the woo-woo of it all, being just, you know, a menace to the internet in general, manipulating people below her, misrepresenting an opportunity, a false opportunity, and all that, you know, profiting off of being a general dumb bitch. And then also, she can have banging pics like this, you know? That's awesome, girl. Hell yeah. And these individuals always love to say, like, you're hurting women, you're blah, blah, blah. Like, love to try to say, like, I'm tearing down women. And it's like, bitch, who's tearing down women? I don't care what you got down there. I don't care if you got a wee-wee, an Ashley Trevino new, or if you are smooth like a Ken doll, okay? Like, literally, I do not care. If you're a shit person and I find it interesting, I'm going to make a video about it and I'm going to call you out. However, who is profiting off of recruiting people into said MLM and false opportunity and potentially lying and manipulating to keep them in, because otherwise you lose money? You, not me. If people stay in an MLM or leave an MLM, I'm personally not affected. You are. So anyways, God, that picture, ooh, that shit's so empowering. Listen, if you ever do get pregnant, take pictures like this. It is so empowering. Oh my God. I mean, like, thanks to editing and stuff, because dear God, I was so out of breath and sore after that photo shoot. Substance Hill, Popcorn Actress Hill, and they said I had no talent. Look at these pictures. I was just posing. I did not take the pictures. All right, let's continue. Sorry. These pictures are amazing and super hot and, like, so are empowering as a woman. You know, it's not empowering though, being in an MLM and recruiting other people into it.
There are a lot of not nice people out in this world, and to be quite honest, my mama bear instincts are going off.
Interesting that your mama bear instincts are going off when people are mean to you or disagree with you, or generally you don't like what people are saying about you or posting about you, or people that you know, or whatever, your job, your industry, how you make your money. But your mama bear instincts aren't going off when it comes to securing your child correctly in a car seat. Weird how that works.
And I just am more conscious now of how I'm on here and what I share. So moving forward, you're probably not going to see my kids on here. I'm not really going to talk, but my kids don't need to be the center of people's content. So that's the last time I'll be talking about this, but you might just notice a change in my content coming, just really focusing and changing what I share on here. You know, some people might have the opinion that, well, you're online and that's just what you get. Well, I beg to differ, because, you know, I just think people should be good humans. And sadly, there's a lot that aren't. And these people don't stop. They make it their life mission. And that's very, very sad for them and their kids. Like, what is it teaching their children? You know,
when you are a content creator, when you are someone who does put things out there publicly on the internet, yes, you are going to get not only criticism, but possibly harassment and hate and people being, you know, just generally assholes to you. Yeah, I don't want to ever diminish that, because I get that and it sucks. And I, as a content creator myself, someone with a arguably much larger platform than this person, multiple platforms larger than her. But I don't know. I think it's interesting that she, in my opinion, seems to be framing herself as the victim. And it's like, no, it seems like you've been called out for your shitty behavior, your shitty parenting. I'm not there with her every day. She could be a great mom, but putting that poor parenting choice on the internet, like, multiple times, like, clearly that just shows, like, you didn't think it was an issue. Girl, it's 2025. What are you doing? And you have what? 5 kids? 4 kids? 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Her bio says, oh God, free birther. No thanks, babe. Pitocin epidural. Not in that order. But this says hot mess motherhood out. Thriving mums in. You can be a hot mess and also be thriving. You can be a hot mess or be a feral mom. And I mean, being a feral mom has basically become my branding. And it's not about my kids, it's about me. Because girl, that makes you super, super feral and primal. Some of us. Like, you can do both. Like, I'm thriving and successful. And obviously, like, what she's saying is not about me. It's a marketing ploy, but it's, like, interesting. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Yeah, so it looks like she has 3 kids, I think. Again, I don't know. Maybe the other kids she has in here are, like, her sister's kids or some shit. Yeah, her maternity pictures are amazing. This woman like thrives. She looks so beautiful when she's pregnant. Like I can't. Good God, ma'am, calm down. I wish you were not an obnoxious person. Anyways, so these are definitely the types of people, in my opinion, obviously, definitely, and then just follow it up with in my opinion, the types of people on the internet who are like, people are being so mean and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, girl, where are these people being mean to you? And again, is it that you are interpreting it like with a lot more emotion behind it? Or is it that you're being called out and you don't like what they're saying? And this, could possibly be like the first few times you've been called out. Like there are huge creators that, good God, y'all, like the comments on Avery Woods' most recent podcast episode, holy shit, I cannot wait until this, for her sake, I cannot wait until this, news cycle finishes this cycle, because dear God, it's crazy. Like it is so wild. Me and Cher did do a full podcast episode about it last night. Actually, it was our take 2. We had to re-record it because we were like, we need to like sit on this for a second and like do a lot more research. And we did. And guess what? Our takes were basically the same, but it was 4 hours of footage, which is crazy. And so I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a 3-hour episode or more. But like people like that, yeah, I do think that they receive a lot of hate. But with these types of people, I do generally think that it is people are calling them out. And of course, yes, I don't think that she doesn't receive, some horrible shit said to her. I'm not doubting that. But I would argue that it's probably like, I don't know, man, probably like 10%, right? I don't know.
Yeah, everything I do is picked apart. Absolutely everything. From having a mum bob, which I love and have always had short hair, to how I restrain my children in the car, to how I work, to everything. So, apologies to those that follow me for relatable mum content, or family members that use this as a way to keep track of like what my kids are up to and stuff. Or what we are up to in life, but it's got to change.
Okay, so first and foremost, relatable mom content. I love that. You can post relatable mom content without posting your kids like a lot. So on like my Instagram stories and stuff, like, yeah, I'll post a picture of like my kid here and there, but y'all don't see, and teach through and whatever. And the whole like sharing your kids online, child exploitation, that definitely is like a sliding scale. Like there are people who are absolutely like, they would not have a platform or following at all if it wasn't for them having their kids in their content. And that's wrong. And I hate that. But then there's also, on the other side of the spectrum, people who like, you don't even know they have a kid, which cool if that's what they want to do too. And then there's people who are like in the middle, not even the middle. I'm like more over here, but the not insane side and people can change their mind too. That's fine. When I was pregnant, I used to say, y'all are never going to even like see my kid or whatever. But like, yeah, people don't know his name, but his government name is Bean. Okay. That's his government name. My little garbanzo Bean. Okay. Whose Caucasian baby is this? He's so white. I love it. Oh my God. Literally standing next to him. Like my husband looks like super, super olive skin next to him, which like Tony is, but when he like actually goes outside, because he's hardly ever outside now. Weird rant, sorry. But I think it's so wild of the like, yes, that's great that you have decided like, okay, I'm receiving, a lot of hate and stuff, and I don't want to have that like associated with my kids. So like, I'm going to not really show my kids a lot. I love that. Good for you. However, this is really giving the vibe. The vibes are off. This is giving the vibe that like she was called out regarding her questionable parenting choices of like putting your kid in a proper car seat, or rather putting your kids in danger. And now she's like, okay, well, you're just not going to see this then. Like, I'm still going to do it. You're just not going to see it. What? But yeah, that's weird though, because again, you can post like relatable mom content and like share your life as like I do as like a feral mom, but it's about you. It's not like about your child, Anyways, I just find that super interesting. But again, I don't think that she is not putting her kids on social media for their benefit. I think she's doing it for her benefit so that people aren't seeing like her choices, right? So that's, I don't like that. Obviously it's your content, do whatever you want, but real weird.
And you can thank the sad people.
Okay, this is the playing the victim. I cannot stand this. A lot of people in MLMs do this, and I really do feel like they are conditioned to do so, because whenever anyone is called out for anything, it's, oh, you're bullying, or you're tearing down women, or you're like blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, these are facts, or also just my opinion, right? Like, it's not slander, not defamation, not a hater, which realistically saying that someone is a hater is not the insult that you think it is. Like, opinionated and assertive woman. There you go. Not mean girl hater. And if you you think that someone is a mean girl hater for having the opinion that is, backed up by statistics and facts, or hey, your own shit you put out on the internet, one of us is delusional, and for once it's not me. Okay. So I'm not a big fan of that. This is also kind of like how she just said, like, oh, well, you can thank them that like now I'm having to like change my content. And it's like, girl, that's not what has happened here. Or like when someone gets mad at me, or someone gets mad at a commentator for like making a video about them that showcases or is reacting to or reporting on like a choice or thing they said or something like that. And it's like, girl, I didn't say the thing, you did it. Like, no, it's you. People can thank you for putting your choices out on the internet. And now, like, this is the consequences of your own actions, Caitlin. You're not a victim.
It is absolutely no secret that network marketing has a bad name. I would love to share the positive impact of what this business has done for not only myself, but multiple women in my team. You guys, sometimes this is about more than just what you're earning. Any win is a win, and it deserves to be celebrated.
Oh, Lord. All right. So this is another reel literally the first one we've looked at, from Caitlin, and she said network marketing often gets a bad rap. I wonder why. And here's the other side, real stories from women on our team whose lives have changed in ways that go far beyond financial. Girl, why? It's not a magic pill that you take and your life's going to be perfect. And it's a job. I mean, it's a cult, but it's a job, and it should just be financial. Now, when you say it goes far beyond financial, do you actually mean that like you're trying to tell them that they're getting more out of this company, even if they're not getting anything financial out of it, allegedly? Are you telling them that like, oh, but you are earning maybe not money, but like confidence and blah, blah, blah. So for instance, some of these say, this business has been my biggest turning point in painfully growing with so much support. Again, we just putting words together and hoping for the best. Like, the f are y'all doing? I have changed in ways I never knew I had to, and basically deepen the process. Hey, Caitlin, what does that mean? What? My God, the confidence to grow out my gray hair in my early 30s made me learn new skills about hair products and how they work, build the ability to communicate effectively about the products, and openly share how it has transformed my hair in the last 2 months, giving me an understanding to fully fully blank on God through this beautiful something as I connect and grow and become a better version of myself for my husband, my kids, my family, work colleagues, and my community. Got it. Also, hey, slay girl, growing out your grays in your early 30s. That's amazing. Love that for you. Could not be me. I also don't have gray hair yet, but when I do, I would love to be like full gray. I look hot as shit in my gray wig. Also, I was wearing a black shirt and my hair slicked back with a nude lip. Is that my uniform currently? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Anyways, this business has given me the determination I've never found within myself before. Do y'all just talk weird down there, like below the equator, or what's going on? Or maybe I'm just like super, I was about to say uneducated, that too, or like uncultured. I don't know. Maybe I'm the uncultured pig. Okay. This business has grown me to be stronger and more confident to bring clarity to what I really want and what I don't want. Also, I can show up on social media and to be myself. It helps me show my authentic self on screen without being afraid of people judging me. Girl, that's just people hyping you up. That's not this business. Like, did you join it for that though, or did you join it for the money? Could you imagine going into I'm trying to think of I haven't worked in years. I haven't been in it with like a corporate company in forever. So the job I had before I quit and before I retired from corporate America. Stop. I worked at Ideal Image in sales and loved it so much. I could not imagine coming home and my husband being like, oh, so what's like your commission going to be this month? And me being like, well, $4. But you know what? I've like grown as a person and I have so much more confidence now. And I'm like so much more brave. The braverism I have now. Congratulations. Girl, confidence in showing up on social media and having better skin and hair doesn't pay the bills. Like peace and love don't do that, girl. You're gonna starve. Now, in this one, she's apparently picking up her Range Rover and it's not a company car. It's not a fully paid for car. She hit the rank within money to where she gets either a car bonus or like they pay for a portion of like the monthly payment or give you something, but you have to remain on that rank, on that level, and like requalify every month. That's not free. Nay. And her caption here is crazy. Hard work, grit, and a lot of faith brought me here. Grit grit is wild. That's wild. Picking up this car today feels surreal. It's more than just a car. It's a reminder of what happens when you keep going, even when it's hard. I'm so grateful for the journey, the lessons, and the people who have been in my corner. This is proof that the impossible is possible if you don't give up. Thank you, Money. The impossible is possible for 0.01% of you. Sure. Also notice in there, hard work, grit, and a lot of faith brought you there. No, your downline brought you there. You recruiting people took us into that heated driver's seat. So that's not how that works, but cool. All right. So this one says, this is what freedom looks like for me. Waking up on a Sunday with no dread for Monday, knowing you'll never miss moments that matter most. Every mother deserves this kind of peace, the chance to witness their baby's first crawl, first words, and every milestone in between. A career outside the home can wait, but a childhood can't, because these fleeting moments are worth it all. I mean this with all due respect, Caitlin, which is none. The mom shaming, the mom guilt, the mom manipulation, using that to promote the, again, false opportunity to try to get people enticed and recruit them into your pyramid scheme so that you can keep having moments like this, so that you can keep that Range Rover, Jaguar, Land Rover, whatever the car you got, so that you can maintain this lifestyle. That's disgusting. The people that you are posting this for who aren't in the MLM yet, or maybe are just at the bottom, they aren't able to enjoy these types of moments. They aren't having this time freedom and all that you talk about. Working from home while also being a stay-at-home mom sucks ass. And how would I know? Because I do it. Dear God, it's the worst. However, I also force myself to only work a select few days a week and some nights, but when my kids asleep. And thank God I'm the only one who's involved in, my work, right? Meaning, like, yes, we have a team, but like, I'm not having to sit here and, having people like under me and, my income being based off of them. It's off views and me being a general menace to the internet, to your TV screens. This is wild. You didn't get here where you are, this freedom by sitting around and like not constantly DMing people or creating content, being consistent with that. Like that takes up time. You know what is great? Having a career or maybe a job that you're able to come home and actually leave work at work. And you don't have to be logged onto the internet, fucking dial up all the time and on your phone all the time and trying to recruit people into this and on Zoom calls during like nighttime routine when you're missing, those nighttime snuggles and putting your kid to bed and like playing with them before that or dinner or whatever, because they always do all these nightly Zoom calls about God knows what, Satan knows what, just to brainwash you. It's wild. And it's the audacity that these people have that they're like, a career can wait. Then joining a false opportunity can wait, girl. I'd rather make money, not rely on other people, like not have my income based off of the work of other people who were like directly underneath me. And obviously, like I said, I have like help and a team and stuff, and I could not do my job without them. They're amazing. And I would not be able to have the work-life balance that I do if it was not for them. I'm so thankful for them. But my income is not based off of their work, and I would rather have guaranteed pay, Pretty crazy. Now, here's the thing is that she is at the, like one of the top 3 ranks in money. And when it comes to the money income disclosure statement, there is one for Australia. So, I can show that to you too. But I think it's important to note that the Australian market opened after the US market for money, right? And anyone who's in another country in money is going to be under a downline of someone in the US because that's just how MLMs typically work. So the earning potential capacity, all that for, and like those figures for Monate Australia will always be lower than the US Monate income disclosure statement. So if we look at the average median annual earnings, not actually like the profit, obviously, was for 91% of the company, it was around $26. With everything that they're buying along with that and the cost to join the company and all that, they're in the negative by like $300. Now, as always, we always want to focus when we're looking at like monetary figures, we always want to look at median instead of average, because if you're looking at average and not the median, the average is going to be skewed by like if there's the majority of people, as we can see, 91% making a median of $26. But then you also have people at the very top of the company who are making over $1.6 million in the year. So obviously the average annual income, not profit, revenue, is going to be skewed a bit higher than like it actually is. So for 2023 in the US, again, not Australia. We'll get into that in a second. It was $888. Now, even though they always say, oh, well, it only costs like $99 to like actually get started. Girl, show me the numbers of how many people actually bought that kit, because typically y'all are having them buy like the $299 one, like the $300 one, right? Or $250 or $299, some in that range somewhere. So realistically, with that, other fees, taxes, because if you're having more than $600 come in the US, obviously other countries are different, but in the US, if you're having more than $600 in revenue for like a certain income stream, you have to pay taxes on it. And again, depending on what state you're in, not just the country, but the state, you'll be taxed more. And you're a 1099 contracted employee or salesperson. So we can lower that amount by like, let's say 500, but almost most of you are just breaking even. That's so embarrassing. Like that's wild.
I opened my bonus check this morning, always surprised with what I'm earning. Like I still don't believe it. Like, if you know what I mean, I still don't believe that I am where I am, or I'm doing what I'm doing and I get paid what I get paid. Anyway, and we have a club in Monat. We have a few different clubs that you can join according to the things that you achieve. And the first recognition club that we have in terms of what we've earned is the $100,000 club. So I have been in this business 22 months and I have just made it into the $100,000 club as of this payday. So as of end of September, I have made it, and it's just a huge milestone in this business, and it's really wonderful to be recognized for what we've achieved. Or, you know, I sit here and it shocks me.
Okay, so also apparently this girl isn't even one of like the top ranks of money, which is crazy because like, girl, how are you getting that car if you're not in like one of the top I don't know. It's just really fucking crazy to me that these people act like they are like so far up the ladder and all that. And it's like, girl, you're acting like it's so feasible and so attainable and sustainable, which we know it's not, to be in this company and to maintain this, and that it is achievable when it's like you're at what, the 4th, 5th rank. Okay, so it looks like she is a managing market partner. I could be wrong, but as of like a month ago. So that's the 4th from the top. So the one right below AED, ED, erectile dysfunction, of course, and then senior executive director, which still like, hey, you're in the top, what, 0.2? Well, I guess in Australia, you're in the top 0.1% of the company in terms of like rank and earnings. So I really like this post that MLM Unmasked did, and she calls out all ton of stuff. It's amazing. So in this post, it's one of like their top pinned ones, and it says, it's not MLM, it's money. And we've heard that so fucking much. And then people say pyramid schemes are illegal. Well, bitch, so is murder. And guess what? People be getting murdered every day. So just because it's illegal doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Your argument's invalid. Thanks. And they do have a disclaimer here, and it says all incomes are estimates based on publicly available data. This is all alleged and in my opinion. Love that for you. And this is someone who's at the top of the Australian side, and it says that she purchased $2,000 in Rejuvenique oil, which is one of their products, in order to hit a rank. You can't do that which obviously she can't, she did, but that's against Monat's policy and procedures. That's called buying ranks, and that's against FTC, all of that shit, obviously the Australian version of that too. Wild. So it says estimated earnings in 2024, $550,000. Crazy. And then it says percentage of income from personal sales, 2%, but it's not a pyramid scheme, right? And then this girl, Denise, she's also really insufferable from what I've seen. And it says, doesn't want loser single moms in her downline, but will cheer on the ones who make her money. I love that these are like taglines of like if they were like in the Real Housewives series, you know, I love that. Estimated earnings in 2024, $180,000. Unicorn recruit, meaning like the person that they recruited under them who like makes them the majority of their money. And I do love that they put this too. They said that Denise, this person, takes 12% on Eliza, who she recruited, and then 7% on the like unicorn recruit girl under that one. Percentage of income from personal sales, 3.5%. And let's go ahead and skip forward to this one. And it says Caitlin Chauffé, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I don't care, finally came clean on her Q&A about the reality of the Motor Club. Earnings in 2024, $101,000. I think that's USD, but still. Unicorn recruit Lydia Weston takes 12% on all of Lydia's sales. Percentage of income from personal sales, 8.5%. That's insane. Caitlin has also tried to tell people that they can't have things on their channel, basically pulling a Jeanette Braun of it all and being like, you've shared this without my permission, take it down. It's like, Not how that works, but okay. For instance, she DM'd MLM Unmasked and said, "Hi, I see that you've shared my content without my permission. I'm requesting that you remove it immediately. This content is my intellectual property." No, it's not. It's just your face. Also, you posted it to Instagram. You don't own it now. Meta does. Like, so weird. And I have not given you the rights to use or distribute it. If the content is not removed, I will have to take further action, including reporting it for copyright infringement. I expect this to be resolved promptly. Please confirm once it has been taken down. Thank you. That was at the end of January. And listen, I love that. And then they said, "No worries, report it. Also, it's not copyright because I gave you credit in the content and I wasn't pretending that it was mine at any point, nor would I want to." And she said, "I appreciate your message. And I want to be clear, I do not give permission for my content to be shared on your page. Giving credits does not override my right." You're dumb. Like, holy shit. These people are idiots. Giving credit does not override my right to control how and where my content is used. Yeah. If you don't want things to be shared or reposted on the internet, don't put it on the internet. Hi, Caitlin. These are the consequences of your own actions, knocking. I'm asking you to respect that and refrain from sharing anything further from me or my page. I appreciate your cooperation moving forward. So yeah, I mean, this person just really seems like a general menace, and I hate it. But you want to know what I hate more? I love this little graph, but like, I also hate it. So I think this really shows obviously the downfall, and I've done a billion videos on that here, but there's this graph here that says that since January 2021, only 4 people have ranked up to SED, and none of those people were this person. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, I can't just like look at that. That's wild. That graph is insane. Listen, I've been going on for too long about this, and I have like 4 other videos to film. So anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Remember, your butt looks good if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, your butt is disgusting and I hate it. However, if you want your butt to look good and you're not subscribed, just subscribe, babe. It's going to be fine. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Okay, bye.